Okay, good morning, or whatever time it is when you're watching this. I have not been here in a long time, but I don't even want to. Well, I guess it's been a couple months. I don't even want to talk about that. Let's just jump into some questions because I woke up this morning wanting to do some cards here. So let's just jump in. Oh, I've been watching the impeachment hearings. I mean, not the whole thing so far, start to finish, but a lot of it. When I've been home, I've been able to see a lot of it. Okay, so first question, and I'm tuning in here, so I'm starting to focus, talk a little slower for the moment. Okay, what is the result, the general grand result of this? I guess what I'm looking for is that I want to say that things get better or worse. Sorry, I have like a hair stuck in my cards. Okay, what is the result? And I will show the cards. I just need a moment. I need a moment with them alone before you see them. Because tarot reading is actually a psychic thing more than a card thing. Balance is restored. I think things move pretty fast. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, let's just put this down. And you can probably see these, but a lot of the time I just will hold up a card and then people are staring at nothing. So, but I am sitting the way I'm sitting, so you're going to see them sideways like this. Let me get back to my back to what I was saying. I think the impeachment proceedings, the impeachment hearings actually bring things into balance where there wasn't any before. So, I mean, I don't know, I'm assuming most people who find this channel are democratically inclined. Those who will be trolly are, they may just be looking for channels to troll. I'm not, as best as I can, reading these cards with hatred in my heart for any side. I am doing my best, as unbiased as I can, to read the cards. So this Temperance card, things are going to go back into balance, and they've been significantly out of balance, and this restores, I want to say this too, restores a kind of emotional balance to the scene. Now, if you are not on the side of the Democrats, it probably doesn't feel that way to you. So there is that. If there are any folks who, who fit that category and you're watching this somehow, it probably doesn't feel balanced to you. But from the cards and psychically, here, I'll hold this up. Sorry for the awkward positioning. I'm planning to get a camera in 2020 once the draft of my book is done to come back and spend more time here with you guys. Balance is going to be restored more than it's been, and it's going to happen pretty fast. Both of these are super fast cards. The Chariot, the Eight of Wands, this is communication. But you know what? The Chariot is victory, but it is often a bumpy road. So things happen fast. Things will happen fast, but it's not super smooth always. I want to say they almost happen too fast. Now, we may not know what this is. This may be, these are not behind the scenes kind of cards, but we may not know exactly what goes on, everything, but there is a rush job. There is some rushing around. There is like, okay, that's what needs to happen. Let's jump in and do it. Let's just jump in the car, even though we don't have gas and we have to stop, an hour from now and get gas. There can be, I realize it sounds contradictory, because it's like, okay, ultimately, things get put back. This is the beginning of our politics getting getting balanced again, more balanced. And they keep saying to me, emotional balance. It's emotional balance. It's I mean, those of us who do this work or are spiritually inclined, we know that everything has spirit, to varying degrees. Everything has a spiritual sense to it, has a spirit. So we can think of, in general, American politics has a spirit, or the White House itself, the actual structure has a spirit, has energy. And we are very much out of balance. And this angel is, I always say that, I sound like a nut. These hearings are being blessed. Well, there goes my impartiality. The hearings are being blessed by the angel. And we're going back into a finer emotional balance than we've been. But again, sorry, the air just kicked on. I'm going to go turn it off. Just give me 1 sec because it's loud. So there are some lumps and bumps to it, and it does happen fast. And I think there's going to be some pieces of what happens next that are rushed, that it becomes a bit of a rush job or a race to the finish, and some things do get glossed over. They totally get glossed over or not examined the way they should. And I'm not sure, honestly, is this on the Democrat side or the Republican side? But finer emotional balance, greater emotional balance of the nation, of the soul of the nation, through the coming forward of these witnesses. And this entire process restores much needed balance. I just heard a car alarm go off and I thought, oh no, we're going to have 5 minutes of a car alarm. But it just went once. Okay, now I'm going to ask if he will be impeached. And I'm also going to ask if he's going to be reelected. Because apparently you can impeached, acquitted, and then run again. So it's all very interesting. Okay. Let's see. Will he be? I'm going to try to slow down. There's no need for me to rush. Obviously, if this is boring or takes too long, people can turn it off. But I don't want to rush. I want to take my time here. And if you get sleepy, this could be ASMR for you. And you could fall asleep. Will he be impeached? See him hanging in. He's looking over his shoulder. He may... Oh, whoa. Really intense cards. I'll show them in a sec. Something happens here. I'm not entirely sure, and people have talked about this. I am well aware. I am pretty sure that Kirsten, Third Eye Champagne Kirsten, I remember her saying, I'm pretty sure many times that he would resign or leave because of health. What I do feel here, okay, I'm trying to unpack this. I'll show the cards. There is something up with his head. 9 of Wands. And I can't remember who this was, who was speculating about something neurological with him. And that was like just a headline I ran across. But this, of course, you see the 9 of Wands, it's someone who's holding on. So he's trying to hold on, okay? He's trying not to go anywhere, for sure. For sure. At least at this point. I think there have been times in the past where he wanted to leave and was just sort of I remember doing a reading on this thinking he's just biding his time. He wants to get back to his businesses. But now it's kind of like, oh, they want me out? They want me gone? Well, ha ha ha, I'm just going to hang on. I mean, the Nine of Wands hangs on. The Nine of Wands has strength and reserve. So he's got strength and reserve. But then, check this out. So this is why I thought of like, will he just... I mean, I'll show you them individually, and then I'll show you them together. Then I get this, Eight of Cups. It's leaving. So this came through, leaving, and then I get the Tower. So there's something coming. I think the question is whether the impeachment, I don't know the correct language, whether the impeachment does go through or whether this is, because this feels like okay, I'm going to leave, I'm resigning. I don't feel well. I can't do this anymore. Goodbye. But this obviously is the Tower and is something very explosive. But just because it's explosive, that doesn't mean that it can't be health related. Put it this way, there is more to come. This is not just like impeachment hearings and nothing happens. Let me see if I can... So let me ask now, these cards to me show that he is leaving office. So let me see if they will show me, the cards will show me whether it's impeachment or another reason that he resigns. Is this Pelosi, Queen of Wands? It's walking away. I'm feeling, I don't know, you guys, part of me is feeling resigning for whatever reason when I see this, walking away. This is like the $50,000 question, $1 million question. I may have to go on to the other questions and then circle back to this. But all roads right now anyway through my cards. So I'm getting an image of, it's like a wiggly road. It's a wiggly road. I don't want to say that it's not decided because I do believe in fate more than free will. But it feels like energetically, it feels like a constant back and forth. It feels like a wiggly road, almost like a multi-lane highway. Well, it could go this way, it could go this way, it could go this way, it could go this way. There's any number of ways that it could go, but I am feeling from my cards that he doesn't finish this term. I want to ask next if he's going to be reelected again. There's still stuff behind the scenes, the High Priestess. There's still a lot we will never know. And I'm feeling this actually from the Democrats. There's behind the scenes action, activity, knowledge that doesn't come out. I do think this is a strong woman in charge on the Democrat side. Or, well, no, I don't think it's in his personal life. I think there is a woman running the show, which is why when I got this, I thought, okay, is that Pelosi? No, it could also be a man. Doesn't necessarily have to be a woman, but leaving. These don't clearly tell me the reason. I might have to come back to it or draw again. I get the Fool. It's a new start. But that would at least be my main prediction, is that he doesn't finish. He doesn't finish. What about re-election for him? Will he be president again? There's that. Sorry. It's strange because I'm getting such beautiful cards, but what is the answer? Let me see. There are people, believe it or not, there are people who want him to run again and bring the idea to him and say, let's do it. What do you think? He's not really sure. He's not sure if he wants to. He's not sure if it's a good idea. Hanged man, well, I don't know. Everything we just went through was exhausting, and I didn't get to do everything I wanted to do. It feels, I'm getting an image of like a little boy who's like, well, I didn't get to play with all the toys I wanted to, so I don't know. But is it discussed? Yeah, there's people, entities, there's people who want him to run again, for sure. I'm going to give that a maybe. And we have positive cards, positive meaning affirmative. You know what he's actually thinking? He's like, I don't know if I want to spend the money. I don't know. Like he thinks of it as, well, of course, as a business deal, as a business decision. He's telling me, I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know if it's worth it to run again. Yes, I know. this is what he's telling me. Yes, I'm the most popular president ever, but I don't know. I don't know. Yes, I'm so popular. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know if it's worth it. He's not really sure. So he's paying attention to all this, and he's not sure what's going to come next. He's saying it would be hard. It would be hard to do, but I'm the king. I'm the king. I need to be. I should be in power. I should be there, but it's hard. It's so hard. Everything is hard. Right now, I'm not sure. I think that's the best I can give you right now. I can tell you for sure there are people who want him to run, to be in the White House again. Absolutely, there are people who want him to run. And I feel like he feels it's where he should be. But there's uncertainty on this. I feel like I should move on to the next questions. It's uncertainty, though. I'm not ruling it out. I'm not ruling it out. Now there's a car alarm. All right, I'm going to go on to other questions. Okay, in what direction does the country take? 2020, 2021, 2022. I already answered some of that with the first question, but let's see. With the lovely sound of the car alarm in the background. Direction. Woman in power. Women with more power. This may mean president or vice president. This may mean Pelosi. Let me draw a few more. Yeah, women in power. Women, got a couple of repeaters here. A few repeaters. Like I was saying before, I think things change pretty quickly. I do see improvements. Sorry, you guys. It's a car alarm. It's distracting me. I'm going to try to incorporate the car alarm into my tune-in here. I might not be able to. I'm going to try. Okay, so the first thing I was seeing was women in power. Queen of Cups. More women at the top. We haven't learned our lessons. Eight of Swords was the second card. Despite everything we're going through, there are still lessons that we are not learning. I was watching the debate last night, and I like Andrew Yang a lot, and he was talking about artificial intelligence, and he was talking about things that no one else talks about. And I wish he were taken more seriously. You know, I don't know how seriously he is or isn't taken, but I wish people would listen to him, because things have changed. The world has changed. We're not fighting the same wars in the same way. Anyway, the direction the country will take is, we're still blind to what's really going on. This is why I wish people would listen to Yang, because I feel like he's not blind to a lot of realities. And so women are going to have more power moving forward. Far more power. Possibly even in the highest offices of the land. But there's still like this willful, oh, we're just not going to deal with that. So I feel like we're still at risk. We're definitely, not feel like we are, we're definitely still at risk for interference. Not just in our election process, but in ways that we can't even fathom at this point. Now, that said, I did get some beautiful wands. I got the Knight of Wands, things moving quickly. The Four of Wands, which is a very positive card. So there's happiness. What is it that Linda's always saying? Linda's always saying there's people are dancing in the streets, or they're celebrating. So there is a sense of celebration. There is a sense of leaving the past behind. But I feel like we don't learn our lesson. There's key lessons that we don't learn. And I mean this in particularly about other nations, who we can trust and who we can't. Yeah, again, I was asking, what lessons don't we learn that we're kind of like doomed to be repeating in the coming years? And I get this. There is a lot that America refuses to see, doesn't want to see. The threats are too big. It's just like, oh no, that's not happening. That's not there. I feel so much that everything is different now. Everything is different now. And the Democrats in particular are playing an old game. And it's a new day and a new game in a new world. And if the principles of justice, fairness, compassion, strength, if we're going to move into the coming decades in a good way, it's like they have to wake up. It's like they're asleep. They have to wake up. They have to wake up. Okay. Now I wanted to ask a little bit, if you're still with me, I want to ask a little bit about the Democratic ticket. I know in the past I have predicted, and we definitely were using cards, but there may have been some psychic hits on this, but I was always seeing a male-female ticket. I know that I saw someone younger. Let me see what the cards say today, and I think that's all I'll do for right now, and post this and see how many trolls I get coming to visit. I wanted to do some on the Democratic candidates, but I'll do that in a separate video. Let's see anything about the Democratic ticket. Okay. Democratic ticket. Oh, there's a woman. Yeah, I see. I'm still thinking the same thing, meaning I think there's the Democratic ticket is a male and a female. The woman has more experience. She may not necessarily be older. She's got more experience, though. Yeah, I still feel that. I feel like it's going to be a male and a female, and I think Democrats are. I think that the two who are doing this are happy with it. They're excited. It's an exciting ticket. I feel like it excites the people. People are happy about it. Got the Sun, 4 of Wands again, 8 of Wands. Yeah, I'm still feeling, I don't think I want to go deeper than that. I think it's male and female. And yeah, the woman feels more established. And I feel like, I mean, as happy people can be, because people, you know, we always complain. But I feel like it's a ticket that many Democrats are excited by and happy about. All right, I said I was going to stop, but I'm getting stronger vibes on Mayor Pete being part of this more than Biden or Bernie. I'm thinking Bernie, no. Biden, not as strong of a no. My most positive vibe here, I just wrote down some of their names. This isn't even all of them. But I'm liking the Mayor Pete vibes for being part of this, for being part of the new Democratic government, if that happens. This is Mayor Pete. It's 3 of Pentacles. Putting things together. I feel like there are... Oh, okay. So, I mean, pretty much these impeachment hearings are all about Biden. I feel like there are other issues. He's problematic. And I don't dislike him, you know? I don't dislike his astrology. I don't dislike him as a human. But I think he becomes more and more a problematic, complicated candidate with the devil. Bernie's... There's things I like about them all, actually. There's things I like about all the candidates, but this is Sanders, 4 of Swords, which to me it's not a winning card. Okay, let me just draw. Now I want to draw a few more of just who I have on my list. Yeah, Tulsi's a dreamer. There's just nothing. I mean, I can say that. I'm not a fan. Yeah, this is just a flat out no. There's no substance. Seven of Cups, there's no substance. There's no there. Well, Amy Klobuchar is definitely a no. There's things I like about her too, but yeah, she's not there. She's not a winner. No. Who else did I have on my list? Oh, okay. I keep thinking that, well, I don't know. I keep thinking that I should do an entire spread for Kamala. I mean, Kamala's powerful. She got in either case, she's the magician. Kamala Harris is a powerful entity, a powerful life form. I mean, I don't think she's... Let me draw a few on her. I know there's people I left out. You know, when I listen to Kamala Harris, I feel she could actually get things done. I'm not feeling she has a shot. I mean, she's just coming through as powerful. She's just coming through as the emperor, not the emperor, the magician. But I would say no. She goes off in another direction. I see her with her own TV show or radio show or, punditry, commentary. I don't think she's in the mix. I don't think Kamala's in the mix. Although, man, she is powerful spirit, powerful mind. Just like tuning into her is kind of like watching a fire. Her energy. She has very fiery energy. I don't remember all of her chart. I just remember that she's a Libra sun with, I think she's got a Venus-Pluto conjunction in Virgo. I don't remember where her moon is, which is surprising because I usually remember people's stuff. Candidates, anyway. Okay, let me just draw a couple cards on Warren. I don't feel energy on her. Oh, I got... Let me see. Well, she's still got some life in her. She gonna make it? I got mixed feelings on Warren, whether she's gonna make it. I feel like no one's listening to her. I'm not getting a winning on her. Okay, you guys, I should probably just go. I hope I haven't been sniffling too much. All right, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I haven't been here in a while. This is not really my thing, but I just wanted to say hello. Because I know I still have subscribers sitting there. In 2020, I want to, once the first draft of my book is done, I want to come back and not just do more here, but restructure the channel. Actually give the channel a structure. And I have a couple things in mind. And hopefully that will be, unless something else comes and takes me away. That is something that I do hope to do in 2020. And, for booking a reading, things are very, very tight until the new year. So if you do want to book, you can go to my site. You can PayPal, you don't have to email, but just know we may be looking at January or February. And, you could email anyway, just to, confirm that, double check that. But I think that's all. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching, for listening to this totally raw tarot read. I keep wanting to draw more, but let's see how the day is going to go. Okay, this has nothing to do with politics. How's the day going? Kind of like this, kind of floaty. This is Tulsi's presidential run, and this is our day. It's a little floaty, a little unfocused. All right, you guys, I love you. I'll put links in the description box. And 2020, we're going to do a lot more here. And if I can get it off the ground the way I'm envisioning it, I think it will be very fun. All right, I love you.